Where do you think we go from here with this?
Actually, we're the process of change in a democratic society is, first of all, they ignore it. Okay, we've gone past that stage. Stage two is they make fun of it.
Ridicule.
And we've gone past that stage. You know, the wild-eyed hippie freak visualization spread by the disinformation and conservative crowd. We've gone past that. Stage three is opposition shows up, and there's a fight, a lot of public discussion. We're in stage three right now, and the thing that we can do is just spread public awareness. Skeptical? Well, run your own tests of what's in the rainwater and see what's there. For $25, you can get it at most EPA-certified labs. And I might add that the fourth and fifth steps are a period of all of a sudden it's very quiet. Everybody's quiet. And then the fifth step is all the politicians, religious leaders, and the corporation executives jump up and say, that was my idea all along, and I was only joking.
Huh. Well, it's not too funny a joke, you know.
No, it's not very funny, and I personally object on religious grounds to somebody pouring poisons into my body and onto my garden without my consent. I think this is a moral evil what they're doing to me.
Yeah. Yeah, and to all of us, and I think, you know, what's just really important is what you said, to keep the discussion going. And, you know, we are doing a screening of what in the world are they spraying in Woodland Park, Colorado on March 12th, Saturday, March 12th at the Woodland Park Library. We're going to meet there around noon, and we'll start the movie at 1:30. So if anybody wants to come down and learn more about the evidence, the mounds of evidence out there, and be more informed, come on down.
Excellent. I'm very glad to hear that. And I might add that in that DVD, you will see, you know, me demonstrating some of the techniques to show that it is ruining the speed of composting. It is ruining the soil flora and fauna that makes crops grow. It is poisoning the trout streams. By the way, trout die at about 2,000 micrograms per liter of aluminum, and our world-famous trout streams around here are now at about 500 or 600 and climbing. We've lost 90% of our aquatic insects in many of our famous trout streams here in Northern California. So things are going downhill for the wildlife as well as the local gardens and good food.
Well, it is a crime. It's a crime against humanity. That's the way I look at it.
Well, yes, like I said, it's a moral evil. If I may wax even more religious, would Jesus poison his neighbor? I don't think so.
No. Well, I think with everybody standing up and talking about it, I think that's, you know, the most important thing. The more awareness that we can bring to the public, eventually those that are doing this are going to have to come out with what in the world are they spraying and why. That's
quite true, Carol, and I really think that it will come down to that. Sooner or later, the politicians will have to react.
Mm-hmm.
And sooner or later, there's going to be so much of this data flying around everywhere through the net and by word of mouth, and other people are going to start taking data and bringing it to their local air or water quality control boards and saying, look, this is in the rain. What is this doing to my farm or my farm animals? You know,
right.
This question has to be addressed of what it's doing to our food.
And if you could give one website, because we're going to have to be done for our time with you, for people to go and get information, can you just leave us with that one website where people can go and then find out more?
Yes, you will find multiple links and spread out if you go to the site Geo-Engineering Watch, all small letters, all one word, geo-engineeringwatch.org, and you'll find multiple videos, multiple other sites And there's a little 10-minute trailer that if you want to find out what I look like, I'm on that 10-minute trailer. I'm the master gardener that's showing the bugs and the compost and the soil sample with damn few bugs in it compared to what there used to be with the process of carbon cycling.
Well, thank you so much, Francis, for giving us so much great information and so much science, and we appreciate all the work you do. So
I'm honored to be here, and if there's any skeptics out there, nobody's ever managed to refute my data. They've made fun of it, but nobody's ever refuted this data that we're getting, coast-to-coast, hard data from EPA labs.
Right.
Nobody's refuted it yet. I'd like to see somebody try.
Yeah, we put that out to people, too, and it's hard to refute scientific evidence. So thank you again. Please listen to us next week. We will have Barb Peterson. She is from Farm Wars, and Barb is a person who has written many papers on GMOs and the contamination of the organics. And Barb's real interest is raising the standards for organics so that we can have not just 9% of it be GMO free
or only GMO.
Have only GMOs in it. But she wants zero, and she's really an advocate and an activist and a really interesting lady. So thank you for listening. You've been listening to Food Integrity Now